These heads, human heads, hang on the veranda of a dark longhouse far up the River Eye in the interior of Sarawak in Borneo. Chieftain Jim Boone, like all other darks, is no longer a headhunter, though during his youth he did take heads. He's carrying one now. Heads like this, taken in the past, still have meaning for the modern darks. They're an echo of their history and part of their beliefs today. The bundle in front of his belt contains his magic charms, a boar's tusk, sacred stones, and other objects of pagan magic. He straps on his sword. His hands are tattooed. Only a man who had taken heads was in the old days allowed that privilege. He's making an individual, a personal offering to one of the heads he took himself. It's an offering to the past beliefs of the darks, beliefs that are changing. He pours out drinks to the spirits and drinks himself. He makes offerings of food. Plates of rice, eggs, and vegetables are set out. This is a ceremony to propitiate the spirits. The spirits are generally thought of as living in the sky. They're symbols of birds: the hawk, the hornbill, the woodpecker. He puts the offering out in the open. He covers it with a cloth so that it can't be seen from below, but can be seen by the birds of omen in the sky above. The rice harvest is followed by a great festival and religious ceremony. This year, the sacred hornbill has been made part of the ceremony because the chieftain had a dream ordering him to do so. The hornbill is hoisted to the top of a high post. In the old days, this was only done to welcome returning headhunters. To the darks, the hornbill represents strength and power. It's the biggest and loudest bird in the jungle. They regard it as their own ancestor, Gawai Kenyalang, who started the dark race about 28 generations ago. The aeroplane is beginning to replace the Kenyalang as a symbol of power. This is an occasion when everybody gets dressed up. This little girl has found my film pack has another use. This is a chance for the women to beautify themselves as elaborately as their menfolk. Strings of silver dollars are hung round this girl's waist. This lovely headdress is supported by a cane interior frame hung all around with red, black, yellow and orange beads. These bangles are made of silver. Ornaments are treasured possessions carefully preserved for these feast days. When everybody's ready, they go down to welcome the guests coming in from other longhouses. The men carry shotguns to welcome them with bursts of fire, and the women beat gongs to prevent the omen birds from hearing any disrespectful remarks that the children may make. The guests are on their way. And they bring with them, of course, their fighting cocks. It may take several days of traveling along a river like this for neighbors to arrive at the scene of the party. Beating gongs are warding off the evil spirits. The celebrations begin with the elders moving slowly round the longhouse veranda. They chant supplications to the spirits of the great hornbill and the sacred paddy. Again, noise is important in attracting the good spirits and driving away the unwelcome ones. Drinking is always part of these kind of ceremonies. First of all, they pour spirits to the other kind of spirits, and then every guest is given a drink. All dayak ceremonies are liable eventually to develop into very heavy drinking parties. There are moments of gaiety and moments of seriousness. This is serious again, as one of the elders circles all the guests present with a sacrificial cockerel. Again, it's to propitiate the spirits. Eggs, rice, a little drink are put out as offerings, and the old man gives thanks for the good harvest and prays for the same again next year. Dancing plays an important part in every festival of this kind, and the idea behind it is still headhunting. And this man is going through the formal motions of fighting with a sword. As anywhere else, the children like to imitate their elders and make fun of the serious.